Honda VFR750 for sale on eBay. If we go through the paperwork that I've got with the bike first, it comes with a number of service invoices going back to '99, and the last one I've got there's 2004, but there's a few of those there with things that have been done to the bike here and there. There's the eBay description, which if you're on eBay at the moment you're going to see in the listing below you. Comes with the V5 registration document. Nothing of any interest on there really. Shows the date of registration as 1995, although the bike is an annual registration, which would be 93-94, so I suspect the bike was probably manufactured probably 94, then registered as a parallel import by an independent importer in 2005. Comes with a range of the old MOT test certificates. I think it's probably all of them. It goes back to 99, which is the earliest one, I think. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. I might have missed the first one maybe, but it looks like most, if not all of them, are there. The last one expired in February 2009. Just looking around the bike, a few little things to point out. The bike has been in storage for quite a while now, and the bike has been cleaned and protected with WD-40, and if you look in various places around the bike you'll see that it looks a bit slimy and dusty and that, but that's just where the dust has been sticking to the WD-40. The rear tyre is worn out on the bike. You can see if you look closely in the pictures there's also a nail in the tyre. The rear tyre is up, but it's but that wants sorting out. I doubt. It may pass an MOT as it is, but it's going to need changing at some point soon. When I went out for a ride on the bike I noticed that it wasn't running on all of its cylinders all of the time, although it did seem to be better by the time I got back. It just sort of feels like it wants sort of running a bit more. There's that. It actually sounds very sweet. I mean, it does tick over and all four. It sounds absolutely fine. I noticed when I checked the voltage on the charging that it was a bit higher than what it should be. It's charging at about 16 volts. Now this is a fairly common thing with the VFRs, and that's why I checked it. It's going to need another voltage regulator. I also noticed when I got to the bike that two of the exhaust clamps had rusted and were dangling off the bottom there. I've taken those off. The exhaust is not leaking and it seems sound enough at the moment, but you might have to put something around those clamps were to sort of dodge it up for the time being. I mean, the exhaust system is getting worn down below and you're going to have to change it at some point, but you might be able to make it last another couple of years if you're clever with it. The bike has got matching data tag numbers. It looks like it's been data tagged, although there is no data tag paperwork there with the bike. I also noticed that when the bike has been sitting for 2 or 3 days, if you push the bike along the ground, the speedo needle flickers a little bit. It sort of does this sort of thing. But once you've been out for a ride on it, it all works properly and you come back and then it doesn't give any more trouble until the bike's been sitting for a few days. I suspect if you use the bike that would just go back to normal. What else have I got here? I noticed there was a little bit of oil by the side stand when I got to the bike. I suspect this is just another thing that's happened as a result of the bike sitting around. Maybe the oil seal on the front sprocket there is starting to sort of get a bit hard, so you're going to want to use the bike at the very least to get that sort of sealing again. It didn't leave a lot of oil, but it's just kind of something I noticed which it shouldn't really be doing. So there we go. There's a few jobs to do to the bike. It's basically all there. He just wants putting back into action with a bit of care and attention. So there we go. Good luck with the bidding.